Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, so we are from Group 2 and Group 3 and this time we will do a debate that the motion is legalizing driving by 18 years old.
But before we start, let us introduce ourselves. We are from Group 2 as the pro team.
We for the Group 3 as the contra team.
So let's start the debate. Before starting motion, I want to introduce myself first. My name is Sanjay Fakhraidin as the first speaker. According to Cambridge Dictionary, legal is connected with the law, like legal advice, legal status, and a legal obligation, and much more. The word driving have meaning the ability of someone to driving a car or motorcycle, the activity of driving, or the way someone drive. I will limit the motion for 18-year-old student in Jakarta. We strongly support the requirement that students who apply for driver license be over 18. According to Hello Sehat website, 18 years old is a final stage of puberty, resulting in more stable emotion and physical knowledge. Therefore, we agree that legalizing driving at 18 can minimize road accident because the student that over 18 years old can manage their emotion caused by their age is truly approaching adulthood.
Hello everyone, my name is Nisirna Fauzi Sofi from Absen 25 and I am the second speaker. As the second speaker, I want to highlight the argument about driving at age of 18. According to WHO Global States report on road safety 2023, around 1.19 million people still die every year due to road accidents. One of the main causes is drivers under 17 who lack of driving experience. For example, I have a 17-year-old friend who got into an accident because he didn't know how to drive properly and was not emotionally stable. This shows that teenagers under 17-year-old are not fully ready both emotionally and in terms of driving skills. In addition, UNICEF Indonesia 2023 states that 20% of deaths of children and teenagers under 20 are caused by traffic accidents. This shows that young people under 20 are very vulnerable because they lack experience, are influenced by risky behavior and many other factors. Furthermore, data from Hello Sehat says that 18-year-olds are able to think about the causes and consequences of their actions. This means that 18 people are generally more mature, can make wiser decisions, and can follow traffic rules better to keep themselves and others safe.
Okay, my name is Aisyah Puspitasari, speaker 3, and the text explains the arguments of speaker 1 and speaker 2. They argue that the legal driving age should be 18 because teenagers at this age have better emotional control and decision-making skill, which can help reduce road accident. According to WHO, millions of people die every year in traffic accident, and underage or inexperienced drivers are a major cause. UNICEF Indonesia also reports that many deaths among youths aged 10 to 20 happen because of peer pressure and risky action. Hello Sehat adds that 18 years old are emotional and physically ready to make responsible choices and follow traffic rules. Therefore, both speakers agree that 18 is the right age for driving. Thank you.
My name is Raden Wiralisra from Absen 27 as the first speaker. I will deliver our team conclusion. Based on all the points explained earlier, raising the legal driving age to 18 is the safe and most responsible choice. People under 18 years old still lack experience, often have unstable emotion, and are more likely to cause accident. Data from WHO and UNICEF also show that many accidents involve young and inexperienced drivers. At 18 years old, individuals are more mature and able to make safer decisions on the road. Therefore, raising the legal driving age to 18 years old will help reduce accidents and create safer roads for everyone. For this reason, we strongly support this motion. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Maran Sintalia for the number absent 15. Ladies and gentlemen, as the first speaker from the opposition, we strongly oppose the proposal to raise the minimum driving age to 18 years old. As a party that opposes this proposal, we believe that this policy oversimplifies the issue of driving safety, assuming that accidents will decrease simply by raising the driving age is too superficial an approach, when data shows that age is not the only factor that determines safety. More in-depth research shows that teenagers who start driving earlier with the right training system have a lower risk of accidents than those who only start driving at the age of 18. A large study of more than 136,000 new drivers aged 16 to 24 found that those who obtained their driver's license at age 16 had a 27% lower risk of accidents in their first 2 months of driving compared to teenagers who only obtained their license at age 18. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Devi Raditya Pratama from absen 7. As the second speaker for the opposition, I emphasize the raising the legal driving age is not the most effective solution. This policy could actually hinder the mobility of teenagers, especially in areas with limited public transportation. Many students need private franchises for school and other important activities. If the age is raised, they may continue to drive illegal without training and without supervising, which actually increase the risk of accident. Data from the Insurance Institute for Highlight Safety show that safety is not determined by age but by experience and training. Teenagers who start driving at the age of 18 are still at high risk if they lack expensive. This means that raising the age does not solve the problem. In Indonesia, safety factors are influenced by many other aspects such as road quality, vehicle condition, culture of discipline, and lack of infrastructure. UNICEF and the Ministry of Transportation also emphasize the importance of safe education starting from school. If this training and education are strengthened, teenagers can become more competent without having to raise the legal age. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Belma Hazmi Sofian as Secretary of the Opposition. I firmly believe that raising the driving age is not the solution. Our argument shows that this policy actually hinders the mobility of young people and encourages them to drive illegally. IHI's data proves that safety is determined by experience and training, not age. The situation in Indonesia also demands a focus on safety education from an early age, not dealing the driving age. In fact, research on 2,036 now drivers shows that those who start at age 16 have a 27% lower risk of accidents than those who start at age 18. In conclusion, What we need is training, education, and discipline, not raising the age limit. Thank you.
And gentlemen, as the closing speaker, allow me to summarize the core argument present today. Throughout this debate, the opposition has clearly shown that raising the minimum driving age to 18 is not an effective solution for improving road safety. First, the assumption that delaying driving automatically reduces accident is misleading. Research involving more than 136,000 young drivers proved that those who start driving 16 supported by proper training actually have a 27 lower accident risk than those who begin at 18. This demonstrates that experience and education, not age, are the real determinant of safety. Second, the limit will only restrict the mobility and independence of young people and might even encourage illegal driving. Instead of focusing on age, we should improve driving education, training system, and enforcement of traffic discipline. Therefore, the opposition firmly concludes that the proposed policy is ineffective and unnecessary and potentially harmful. What we truly need is a structured safety program, responsible guidance, and stronger enforcement, not raising the driving age. Thank you.
So that's it from us. Thank you for listening and goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.